All right, so how's everyone doing today?
Good. How about you?
So, who here got awards last night? Just a show of hands. All right, congratulations. All right, there's always awards coming up in the spring, so if you're disappointed, just know, as our Lieutenant Colonel said, there are awards in the spring. All right, so how many of you guys have gone on the Montserrat retreat? Just a quick show of hands. Okay, so I think you guys were pretty disappointed, right? Is that the general reaction?
That was fun.
Okay, you had fun. Okay, that's good. Okay, because usually most people are didn't like it. But so one of the big retreats at Xavier coming up is the Kairos retreat. It basically features a bunch of juniors, and you basically have, instead of 1 day, 4 days. Isn't that fun? So you'll miss 4 days of school, guys. Isn't that great?
Favorite thing ever.
All right.
When is it?
It will be next year, and sign up will happen in some upcoming months. So this is my pitch for why you should go on Kairos. Yes, Lucas?
Is it mandatory?
You had me again.
No, it's optional. We'll get to that. But this is just a quick, student will be able to understand the purpose of Kairos. You're going to be understanding the purpose of this reflection that you're going to do on Kairos, and explore some of the key themes of Kairos. And we're also going to establish some ground rules. Some of the Montserrat kids will be familiar with these rules. All right. And as I mentioned to Lucas, although Kairos is optional, this is, if you talk to any Xavier senior or junior who just went on it, this is the best thing to do at Xavier. They always have high praise for this. Yes, Judah?
Is it even better than BA?
Yes.
Oh.
In my opinion.
Okay.
It might be different for other people, but this is a great retreat option, and I think a lot of you guys will enjoy it. And some of the people who didn't do it are a little disappointed that they didn't do it. So, and if you enjoyed Montserrat, then this is even better. You get 4 days of no school. So, and so Kairos, this will be a question on the quiz, so I'll give you that. So technically, it means a critical moment. However, in a religious sense, we just say God's time. Whenever you hear, they'll ask you oh, what does Kairos mean? God's time. So when you ever ask, what time is it? Because you won't have your phones, or maybe you will, but you won't have your phones. They'll tell you God's time. So that's one of the questions on the quiz. So just the understanding the purpose. Why are we doing this? We want to help you guys focus on experiences that help you see God in all things. Understanding that God is in your life, and understanding that God is really someone that you want to be with. And that was kind of what you learned with Montserrat and the true self, false self idea. We also want to talk about, you want to come to an understanding of yourself, to appreciate yourself. We want you to realize the importance of the community, people around you, your friends, your family, people that are important to you. We want you to basically have a better understanding of how Christ fits into your daily life. And finally, we also want to have an opportunity to experience both personal and communal prayer. So you're going to do reflections, you're going to do prayers, and you're going to do, seniors and teachers will be talking about their experiences, and you're going to do some reflection on that. And you also get free time. So that's always nice. So in Via Day, a lot of you guys were learning about this idea of becoming a true son of Xavier. At Montserrat, you're kind of looking at the parallels of St. Ignatius to your life. And this Kairos retreat is basically just kind of overall seeing how God fits into your life. That's the big kind of important thing that Kairos does. And as I mentioned, it's about daily prayer, deep reflection, spiritual activities, and you also have Mass. So some key themes I talked about: spiritual growth, reflection, understanding your life, the idea of love and forgiveness and how God plays a role in your life. Service, a lot of you guys, I think, you haven't started your service projects, right? No, okay. But eventually, this is going to become a big part of your Xavier career. You're going to do sophomore service, junior service 20 hours, and then in senior, you're going to have to do 72 hours, where you get the Monday off. Isn't that fun? And then you're going to fostering long-lasting connections with friendships of other students. And the purpose of reflection here. So Kairos is a safe space. People are, literally, I've talked to people that they're crying in the first 2 hours of the retreat. You'll be surprised. and they're sharing their emotions, their struggles, their stories, their vulnerabilities. You'll be surprised. And just the whole purpose of this is just be honest, and one of the principles of the Grad Grad, be open to grow. By joining Kairos, you are being open to grow. And just remember to embrace everyone's vulnerability and yours. Share your life experiences. It's going to help enhance not only your growth but others, because people are going to hear what you're saying, like, wow, and why do I have you on the computer?
You're not in class.
Oh,
Like,
No assumptions, right?
excuse me. All right. So just a little bit more on this. Just keep in mind that all information is confidential. So that just means don't share it. It's once you learn it, don't share it with other people. You'll be surprised. This means it should not be shared outside Kairos or in large groups. So if like a teacher says it and everyone's in the room, it doesn't leave that room. And just remember to follow the golden rule, that idea of treating others the way you want to be treated. And just some ground rules for this. Xavier rules still apply. So sorry, you can't bring alcohol, you can't bring drugs. It's just. I know you guys wanted to do it, right? I get it. All right, no drugs, okay? It's not on the retreat. Do not let others. So excuse me, where did I write that? Oh, we don't want people going into your room. That's a big thing. They have broken stuff. They'll ask you to leave. Or no food. Only food in the dining area. And one of the big things is that most people are reluctant to do is to give up your phone. I know this is hard. This is like, I don't know how to say it, but this is really like a lot of people are like really reluctant to do this. But I think you're going to get a lot more experience out of it by giving up your phone. But I don't know. What do you want to know? And then obviously when having a beverage, just make sure to have a lid. So they always say to bring a water bottle and stuff. And then finally, we have a couple more things. Always bring 2 pairs of shoes, one to go outside, one to be indoors. It's not your space. They don't want mud in the retreat house. It's important that you do that. It's not your space, so be mindful of that. Be aware of being on time. You guys are pretty good usually, but make sure you're always on time when we're waking up or attending mass and stuff. And obviously, as I mentioned a little earlier, any of the rules that are broken, teachers, faculty have the right not just to send you home, they're going to report you to the dean of students, and then they're going to be, not very happy with that. So make sure you follow these rules. So that concludes the presentation, and we will now have our quiz. But before I start the quiz, is there any questions that we have?
Is it basketball?
No, wait. Let the man talk.
No, there's football, soccer.
Wait, what?
No basketball.
Wait, there's football, soccer.
You can play football, you can bring soccer. I'm a big poker person, so we play a lot of poker and blackjack. What?
I play poker.
Okay.
Like real poker?
No money.
No, with candy.
Candy's not bad.
We did it with sugar packs, but yes.
What would you say the food is like?
The food?
It's good.
It's surprisingly good, I'll admit.
Some of it's good. Some of it's
Yeah.
Did you go to CFX Maryland?
Sorry?
Did you go to CFX?
Yes, I did.
How is it compared to that?
It's pretty similar, I would say. It's just that instead of going and serving your community, it's more about like the reflecting part. But it's more interesting than those reflections, I think, or at least in my opinion. There were some good ones. Yep.
Good question. Did you speak your phone, or did you like hand it?
I handed it in. I did it for both Montserrat and Kairos. Montserrat, I regretted it, if I'm being honest, and then Kairos, I kept it. I'm sorry, Kairos, I gave it. Yep.
Why should I get better to like give your phone? Like, what do you got out of that?
I think the main thing is that the phone acts. Oh yeah, this is on the quiz. The phone acts as a distraction to your life. It's like, the idea of this retreat is to be around others and understanding that God is in your life. And the material distractions are, like if you read scripture, what Jesus tells us to do essentially is give up our material wealth and our materials and, be spiritual and be faithful. And that's, I think, a really important reason why we give up our phone, because it's a distraction. We want to be around with everyone as a community. We want to be, growing. And to grow, you need to, get rid of some of your pastimes. Yep,
How emotional is Kairos on the scale of 1 to 10?
it's pretty deep. 7, 8. You'll be surprised.
Not nearly as much as like Monster Out though, right?
Yeah, Monster Eye is like a 2.
Yeah, I didn't find that one to be.
Yeah, because most people, I think, I think what makes this retreat awesome is that it's optional. Is more people are usually more inclined to be there. In Monster Eye, you're there for 24 hours and you're just kind of like, I can't wait to leave. But Kairos, you have 4 days. Yep.
It's the same place for Monster Eye.
Yes.
What about B-Day? Is it good?
No, it's
Huh? No.
What
But you can definitely maneuver it so that way you get to go with people that you know.
How? How do you do that?
Because they're going to send out a form around April or May. They're going to send a